So you were proactive enough you came up with 4 characters, 4 potential characters, one of them being Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
What were the other 3?
One was a snowboarder named Kale Cove, who actually
Kale Cove?
I thought Kale Cove was real cool just because I like the name. I thought like Kale Cove was like a cool dude.
With a K?
Oh yeah.
Kale Cove.
Kale Cove at the yeah. K at the start, C on the second.
Okay.
But snowboarder, and just kind of like, I kind of always had that anyway. So a lot of people didn't know or didn't think that I was Canadian because like you just have a different perception of it. Everybody thought I was from California all the time just because I was more like relaxed, kind of like funny, chill. A lot of people thought like I was just kind of like a druggie or something because I was just so like, hey man, whatever, like it's cool.
But you're from Kelowna, BC, which is kind of like that snowboarder spot.
Kind of, well, so Penticton. So Penticton is close to Kelowna, but Kelowna is like the big one. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I grew up snowmobiling, and like wintertime, it was snowmobiling, snowboarding. Summertime, it was dirt biking, and all the other stuff that goes along with it. So I knew enough of it, and now you just need to embellish it a little bit. So my big idea was Kale Cove was going to wrestle in snow pants.
Oh God!
And dude, it would have been terrible. I would have died. But like snowboarders, if you watch like X Games and stuff like that, they had some like cool snow pants.
Yeah.
But trying to wrestle in it, especially in Florida, oh my God, I would have been boiling.
All right, so Kale Cove.
Kale Cove was one. Another one was, so I was Mike Dalton at the time.
Yeah.
Who was just kind of like blonde-haired, tanned, drop-kicking, no personality wrestler guy.
Yeah.
So I went, let's try like the darker side of him.
Okay.
So I kind of like, I tried a couple different versions. I tried one that was maybe like a little like Joker-esque, where like I was a little like maybe lost it a little bit.
Okay.
But I kind of just wanted to see like a bad side of Mike Dalton. Which really, realistically, there was probably not much substance to, but it was a little different than what they had already seen. Then Tyler Breeze, obviously was, and at the time was way different than initially what I wanted it, or what it turned out to be. It was way different what we started with. And I think it might have just been the 3.
Okay.
Because I think we filmed vignettes for the 3,
Yeah.
and then we went, okay, like this is a good start. And then I had some other ones ready, but I don't think they ever came to fruition.
What was it that Dusty Rhodes saw in Tyler Breeze?
Honestly, I don't know. So like, it was one of those things. It was kind of crazy, man. And like, dude, it's nuts, man. What a wild life if I break it all down, like the way that it goes. So like, hired in 2010, almost fired. Have a match with Cesaro. Cesaro's debut match for FCW. That saves me the first time.
Because of Cesaro uppercutting your head off.
That was the one. Yep.
Yes.
So that saved me just because it was like, he's going to be gone the next round of cuts. And then all of a sudden, hold on, there might be something here. That saved me. The next one was a tester show for NXT. So they were seeing if Full Sail was going to work for it.
Yeah.
And my buddy Tom Latimer, he was a part of the original Ascension, and he was just supposed to kind of kill me. And they knew that I could bump and sell and do whatever. So it was supposed to be short and sweet. Here's Ascension. They loved Ascension at the time. Dusty loved Ascension. And so he went, okay, it's going to be a singles match, whatever. And because he was my friend, Tom was like, you know what? He goes, let's put in like a little bit more. So I added in a couple things, and Triple H was sitting next to Dusty, and he literally looked at him and went, who is this? Why haven't I seen him at all? And all of a sudden I'm saved again. And I think, within, at least like, this was when cuts were fairly regular, like three months at latest, like 6 months. So like you never really, if you got off the chopping block, you were back on there like very quick unless you were progressing. And then the next time I was on there, and again, going into this was kind of the main one where we had evaluations, and they would kind of sit you down and they'd tell you, how you're doing and everything else. And I went into an evaluation and I got tore apart. And I just went, what happened here? Like I was just on cloud 9. Like all of a sudden I thought I was going to be like this thing. And I got tore apart, and they tore me apart for about 5 minutes. And finally I went, you know what? Writing's on the wall. I'm out of here. So if I'm going down swinging. And I started firing back, and I was like, no, man, I'm pitching this, and I'm trying this, and I'm doing this, and you told me to do this, and I did this, and blah, blah, blah. Ooh. And as it's happening, I just went, I'm so out of here. Like, there's no way that this is going well. So I finish up, I walk out, and Woods is standing right there, and he goes, how'd that go? And I said, probably the worst evaluation of all time. I said, literally, I'm out of here, 100% I'm out of here. And he went, well, he goes, if you're going down, he goes, let's at least, like, go down swinging, where he goes, let's give them more ideas. If they're thinking you have no ideas, let's give them a bunch of ideas. I said, okay. So he finished up training. He came home. We filmed 3 of the vignettes, which we filmed the Kale Cove one, we filmed the Tyler Breeze one, and we filmed the Mike Dalton one. And I sent them to every WWE email that I had. Every single one that I had, all the coaches, everybody higher up that I'd never even met, I just sent it. And I just went, hope for the best. And nobody got back to me except for Dusty. And Dusty just said, hey, there might be something with Tyler Breeze. Let's talk about it when you come back. And I said, okay. And
Wow.
that was the beginning. And then I went and talked to him. And again, it wasn't really like this is why it's good or this is why it's bad. It was just like okay, so what do you think of this? And I went, well, like I've been trying to be a wrestler for so long. I said, let's go the complete opposite. Let's go to where I don't know how to wrestle. Tyler Breeze does not know how to wrestle. He's a male model who thinks wrestling's easy and he loves it. There's cameras and video cameras, and I can be shown to the world in a moving fashion instead of in pictures like a model. And he went, yeah, I see that. That's kind of cool. And I go, but I said, I don't want to wrestle. Like I want to go out there and like I happen to be out of my element because I'm wrestling now. But I said, I don't want to be, drop kicking and doing all this stuff. And he goes, I get that. He goes, okay. And so we kind of went that route until it was like, okay, well, you need to do some stuff. So we found kind of the happy medium of like a little bit of wrestling, but mostly not wrestling.
Yeah.
And even when I debuted, like you'll see, I didn't really do a lot. It was more of like, I punched, I kicked, I showed a vicious side because when you do a male model kind of thing, you can't just be a male model and then not beat somebody up because then there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
So we made sure that it had a perfect balance, and then it started to kind of just, people started to take interest in it, and someone had an idea, and then someone had an idea, and someone had an idea, and then I started figuring it out, and I went, oh, why didn't I do this the whole time? Like, this is
Yeah.
way better than what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went where it went.